What's up, guys? Back in the building with another video, so you know it's gonna be good. For those of you watching the channel for the first time, you've came to the direct source of where you will be getting your news going forward. Welcome. I have some exclusive stuff that you will only get here on this channel, so give me a chance, give me an opportunity, and watch the entire video and give your opinion at the end. Let's drop that intro and get directly into this news. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, The Wave Report. Now, we got 3 topics we're going to get into, but beforehand, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications. This is going to be a jam-packed video with different sections, so you don't want to miss it at all. Welcome to the Injustice episode 3, where we talk about the leak roster, upset fans, and disappointment that happened at DC FanDome. Now, I already told you guys in, I believe, episode 2 that there will be no reveal at DC FanDome, according to my source. My source told me there will be no reveal at all, and they guaranteed me that, and they were absolutely right. So far, this source is being very accurate with their information. Now, if you're new to this channel, if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about when I mention a source, I recommend that you go watch episode 1 all the way up into this episode here. It's going to be on a playlist on my page called the Injustice Files, where I just basically use leaked information for the videos and present them to you guys, excuse me. So now let's go ahead and get directly into it. We're going to start with our first topic, which is DC FanDome. Now, DC FanDome was a disappointment for a lot of people. People were extremely upset that no Injustice was announced. However, I do come with some good news. I'm going to be giving you the Injustice 3 leak roster. So what I mean by that is you're going to get all the debuting characters, but that does not mean this is the full roster. So I have about 15 for you. So let's go ahead and get into this leaked roster. Now, first of all, we're going to be getting the debut of Batwoman. Batwoman is going to be in Injustice 3. We're going to get Black Adam, which is going to be The Rock's version. We're going to get Blackfire. We're going to get Superboy. We're going to get Beastboy. We're going to get the Mad Hatter. We're going to get Vixen. We're going to get Guardian. And my source tells me that Guardian may be a female version of Guardian. If you don't know who I'm referring to, Guardian from Supergirl, that's who I'm referring to. But there's also a male version of Guardian also. That has not been determined yet. Now, we're going to get Batwing. Batwing will be making this Injustice 3 debut. And we're also going to get the Penguin. And we're going to get Batman Beyond as a main character in the story mode. That's what I'm told. Now, everyone's favorite Static Shock will definitely be in Injustice 3. We're also getting the debut of Stargirl. And we're going to get Heatwave. And most importantly, we're going to be getting Superwoman. That's who we're going to get. Now, this is according to the leaks that my source have gave me. Now, mind you, this is not the full roster. These are all debuting characters that I have been told. So I want you to keep that in mind. So far, my source has been doing very good by giving me accurate information, and we're going to continue to test them out to see what happens from here. If you want to know about the reveal date, you can go watch one of the previous videos, but I will have an update coming in the next episode right after this video when that launches. Now that we got the leak roster out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about the upset fans. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Actually, let's spend a little bit more time on the leak roster. So I think this roster is going to be incredible. Static Shock's a great character. Batwoman's a great character. I know Batwing is going to be a great character, especially the Penguin. Then you got Batman Beyond, and also having Stargirl on the roster. Stargirl, I can definitely see her being like a zoner or whatever the case is, hopping on her stick to fly, I guess, and to shoot beams from her stick and everything, and have some zoning moves with the power. But I feel like she'll be a great up close character. Same thing with Vixen. Vixen will be able to channel animals just like Beastboy. She'll be able to channel the power of animals, but Beastboy will actually be able to turn into a very limited select amount of animals. Keep that in mind, very limited. Subscribe and turn on post notifications if you want more leaks like this. Now, I can't wait till the roster gets announced, because we will be doing a super comparison by the time this roster does come out. Now, the Mad Hatter, I'm gonna be honest, I never really heard of the Mad Hatter or whatever, but he sounds like an awesome character, and I cannot wait to see who the Mad Hatter is and what he brings. To be honest, he reminds me of, what's the name of that character? Zatanna with the hat. I believe he'll probably be another Zatanna character with like mind control and stuff like that or whatever. So that's just my thoughts on it. I want to pass this question off to the comment section below really quick. I want you to pause the video and answer it before you continue. How do you feel about the leak roster my source gave you so far? I definitely want you to comment below, share it with a friend, and let me know what they think also. Now we're going to get into the upset fans. We're going to get into that. Let's take a look at this article, and I'll be right back with you. Injustice 3 fans are upset after lack of Injustice announcement at DC FanDome. Let's jump into it. Now, coming into today's DC FanDome event, a number of fans were hoping that developer NetherRealm Studios would formally reveal the third installment in the Injustice fighting game franchise. After all, NetherRealm director Ed Boon has already been confirmed to be appearing at DC FanDome in some capacity. Unfortunately, Injustice 3 was nowhere to be found at today's presentation, leaving many fans feeling extremely upset about the lack of an announcement. Rather than revealing Injustice 3 today at DC FanDome, NRS Ed Boon instead showed up to talk more about the forthcoming Injustice animated film that is set to be released in the near future. Although the existence of the film was already known about, some fans hoped that NRS would opt to reveal Injustice 3 to coincide with the release of the movie. Unfortunately, this wasn't the case whatsoever. In fact, Boon himself didn't even comment about Injustice 3 in any capacity, nor did he say that a future game in the series will come about. As such, it remains unclear if we'll ever see a third entry into the series, despite constant fan requests. How do you feel about the lack of an Injustice 3 reveal at today's DC FanDome presentation? Do you still think that we'll see the game come about at some point in the future? Let me know down in the comments. Conversely, keep reading onward if you like to see some of the reaction that the fans had today after learning that Injustice 3 wasn't going to be announced. Let's take a look at what the fans said. Injustice 3, crying face. No Injustice 3 means that Marvel's NetherRealm game is likely. Crying face. No Injustice 3? Oof. No Injustice 3 announcement? I'm sleep. So did we actually have Ed Boon sitting there and not announcing Injustice 3? No Injustice, should have known. They really made me think there was going to be an Injustice 3. DC FanDome invited Ed Boon to talk about Injustice movie, but not Injustice 3 game announcement. What a wasted opportunity. What was the purpose of Ed Boon if we didn't get Injustice 3? Facts. Only Injustice I want to hear about is 3. Facts. Now, I know you guys are super disappointed after seeing that news. A lot of other fans are disappointed, but don't worry, because I got something that I'm going to bring to you here. I'm going to give you more details from the leaks that I have here in front of me about what's going to be different with some of these characters. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with Batwing. I'm going to put an image here on your screen in a second that's going to give you a nice little visual of what Batwing will look like. Now, mind you, this is just a visual. This is a modded, this is an edited picture. So I don't want you taking and running this and saying that I said that it was Batwing, because it's not. When I get leaked footage and things of that nature, I will be sure to make that clear right then and there. But as you see here on your screen, this is a prime example of what Batwing will look like, except his suit will look more bluish. It'll have a more of a blue color to it, and not so much as the color that you see. So I wanted to bring that to your attention there. A lot of people's gonna have fun with Batwing. He has some cool moves. He got the whole Batman Beyond thing going on. So I think that's what's really gonna make him stand out also. And if him and Batman Beyond is going to be in the game, I just know that's going to be a crazy matchup, because they both got rocket boosters and a lot of other things. So I can't wait to see what's going to be different. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you some more information about other characters, and I want to go ahead and I want to start with Guardian. Now, I'm told Guardian, according to my source, is going to play like RoboCop, meaning that he's going to use that big shield, he or she, whichever one they decide to go with. That has not been clarified. It said it can be either way, but they're going to be using that shield like RoboCop to block incoming attacks and will take no damage for it. If anything, it will power them up depending on the attack. I'll tell you that much. Now, when it comes to Beastboy, Beastboy will be able to morph into limited animals. It's going to be very, very limited, but it's going to be very, very effective. So I wanted to make that clear. Also, now you know your boy Static Shock, he's going to be coming in clutch with the electrical powers, and also he is going to be able to pull off some amazing stuff. They really didn't go into much detail, at least from what I'm reading here. Now, I'm also told, as mentioned, that the Mad Hatter is definitely going to play like Zatanna with the way she does things with her hat. After reading this, I probably should have said this at the beginning of the video. Maybe I should have read these leaks a little further before doing the front part, but hey, it is what it is. I'm going to continue the video. Now, also, we have Superwoman. I have no knowledge on Superwoman or who Superwoman even is, but if they're going to remove Superman from the game, I think Superwoman will be a great addition to the game, but I honestly don't see them removing Superwoman, but they do have Superwoman listed down here as an active character, as well as the Penguin. I don't know too much about all of his moves, but the things that they did put here on the leak, it said that the Penguin will have a machine gun for his umbrella. That's what we're going to be able to see. He's going to have a machine gun, tear gas, and flashbangs for his umbrella, which is going to help him in his fight against any opponent. Now, if we take and go to the next character, which is Blackfire, Blackfire is going to play just like Starfire, so she's not going to be too different, but make sure you subscribe and turn on post notifications. I'm told she's going to have the best gear in the game, some of the best gear. Now, Superboy is going to be, of course, Superboy. He's going to have some really great moves. He's definitely going to be a fighter, according to this leak here, and he will have just about half of the powers that Superwoman will have, and of course, Superman also. So I wanted to bring that to your attention. I want to pass this question off to you guys in the comment section below. How do you feel about DC FanDome not showing Injustice 3? And how do you feel about these leaks and the roster that was given to you? Please sound off. Until next time, I will see you wonderful people later. Peace.